This World War II pilot was shot down 3 times in one day and survived all 3. March 24, 1945. RAF Flight Lieutenant Thomas Gray was flying a reconnaissance mission over Germany when his luck ran out 3 times. Flying low over German territory, anti-aircraft flak tore through Gray's aircraft, engines smoking, controls failing. He had seconds to bail out before the plane exploded. Gray parachuted into a field surrounded by German forces. Most pilots would surrender. Gray had a different plan. He spotted an abandoned German Messerschmitt Bf 109 fighter plane on a nearby airfield. Keys still in it. He'd never flown one before, but he wasn't waiting around to become a POW. Gray climbed into the enemy cockpit, figured out the controls, and took off as German soldiers ran toward him shooting. He was flying a Nazi plane with British markings on his uniform. 10 minutes in the air, German fighters spotted the Messerschmitt flying erratically, clearly not one of theirs. They opened fire. Gray's stolen plane went down in flames. He bailed out for the 2nd time that day, landing in another German-controlled field, injured, exhausted, but somehow still alive and still behind enemy lines. Limping through the countryside, Gray spotted another German airfield and another plane, a Focke-Wulf Fw 190. He'd lost his mind, but he was committed now. Wounded and wearing a British uniform, Thomas Gray walked onto a German airfield in broad daylight and climbed into a second enemy fighter plane. German ground crew thought he was a Luftwaffe pilot. Engine roaring. He taxied down the runway as confusion erupted behind him. German soldiers realized too late. Gray took off in his second stolen plane of the day. 15 minutes later, approaching Allied lines, British anti-aircraft gunners saw a German Focke-Wulf flying toward them. They did what they were trained to do. They shot it down. For the 3rd time in one day, Thomas Gray bailed out of a burning aircraft. This time, he landed in a field controlled by Allied forces. British soldiers surrounded him with rifles drawn. "I'm RAF Flight Lieutenant Thomas Gray," he said, hands raised, still wearing his uniform. "I was shot down this morning." The soldiers thought he was insane or a German spy. It took hours to verify his identity. 3 different crash sites, 2 stolen German planes, 1 impossible story, all true. He was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross, not for shooting down enemies, but for refusing to give up. Follow @Stamp for true stories that sound completely impossible.